Mm. Hey, how's it going?
Going well. How you doing?
Not too bad. Can't complain. Just in a villa in Turkey here, in a bit of a monk mode right now, and just plugging away on the businesses and stuff. So the usual grind, I guess. But thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to hop on this call. I think it'll be pretty valuable for some people out there who are just starting out, or maybe looking for a little bit of extra advice or inspiration. So, with that being said, why don't you kind of introduce yourself a little bit, your kind of backstory maybe, or how you got into ecom in the first place, and kind of what led you down this path ultimately.
Okay, cool. Well, my name's Jeremiah. I've been I've been looking around, looking for opportunities to create a separate stream of income from what I'm doing now to create more of a financial independent atmosphere. And the idea at first was to get products from like India, because I go there a lot, get products from India and just start selling them. And then I told somebody about that, and they're like, why don't you just do like drop shipping e-commerce, like, with Shopify? I'm like, what are you talking about? So then go on YouTube, look it up, find you, and start following the videos, see a lot of potential. And then one thing led to the next. I started taking your mentorship program and trying to go about doing this in as practical of a way as possible.
Awesome. Yeah, and I guess for anybody out there who is maybe looking to do the same, could you maybe share some of your experiences in working with our team thus far, and with as much as you want to share, I guess, in terms of kind of your own journey and your own results since you first stepped into the game and started kind of learning about everything and ultimately testing your first product, and kind of what's happened since then.
Well, it's simple. When you try to go at it on your own, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. When you try to do it with other people guiding you, you're still going to make mistakes. Like for instance, with me, there's a simple advice: use your credit card instead of your debit card for Facebook ads. I didn't want to mess up my credit, and so then I used my debit card, which then is completely like, it delayed a lot of my scaling opportunities. And so in that little app, that little kind of example, the point I'm trying to get at with all of this is just pay attention, take the advice, ask questions before you do something stupid, and do your best to follow the instructions and adapt when necessary under the guidance of whoever is teaching. And in regards to the benefits of this way of generating capital, there's a lot. There's a lot of reward, very little risk. The only risk you really have, I would say, is losing capital through running ads and then products failing and then having to go through this over and over again. Other than that, there's not many other risk factors. You gain so much knowledge, website development, marketing, so many other things I don't need to get into. And so, simply put, it's, it's a great investment.
Yeah, I like that. And um, like I said, you don't have to disclose too much about kind of your own stuff, but for anybody out there who might be wondering, what type of successes you've been able to see, since starting, and kind of just maybe sharing some of those numbers or some of those results on different stores and stuff.
Okay, well, the only store that we've actually seen any form of revenue being generated is the one I'm using right now, which is like a pet product store. And we have about $5,000 in sales since June. Like I said, problem scaling has created a lot of hiccups. We're still negative, and when it comes to net profit, we're about 1,500 negative,
Okay.
but we're getting out of that hole. But we're still having a lot of problems with inconsistency within the ads performance, which is something I need help with, and I got to figure out and get over this. The products seem to be good. It's just one of those things you kind of got to fine tune and adjust and adapt with. But that's kind of where we're at right now.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see, you really being able to go from the sales you generated now to scaling up. And the next few months are going to be the best time to be able to do that. And it seems like, you're in the process of smoothing out a few things as well that'll allow you to kind of really start scaling up. And yeah, we're going to be here to help you through that process. And I'm excited to see, what's to come as well. But with that being said, I guess kind of my last question for you before we can wrap this up would be just if you had to tell somebody one thing who's starting out, or one piece of advice you've learned along the way that was maybe difficult or hard to find, or something that you had to learn for yourself that you feel would be pretty valuable, what would that be to somebody new first trying to get a grip of everything?
Give me a second.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't waste any time. If you're thinking about doing it, just do it and be patient in the execution of doing it. Don't rush through it, half-ass everything. Get to it, get it done, and keep pushing forward despite whatever may come before you. And you'll see for yourself if it's worth it or not.
Awesome. I love that. But yeah, I guess that pretty much wraps this up. So I just want to say again, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day. I feel like some of the stuff you said there will be pretty insightful and valuable to people first starting out. So really do appreciate that. And looking forward to scaling up and seeing what we can do over the next few months.
Do it. It sounds good. I have a quick question since I have your attention.
Yeah, for
Could
sure. I'm gonna end the recording now, and then we'll go into